Hi, it's Naomi Andreg, and this video is an example on how to make a line graph given some points. Now, one thing that sometimes people get confused is a line graph versus the graph of the equation of a line or the graph of a line. So the graph of a line is actually going to extend forever in two directions. Normally it'll have arrows on the end, or at least go to the edge of your graph where you can see that it keeps going. A line graph, on the other hand, is several points, like a scatter plot, where those points are connected by line segments. So in this particular case, my points will line up, so I'll have line segments, or my line segments will all be on the same line, but it won't be extended out towards infinity because it's not the graph of a line, it's a line graph. Okay, so here we're given several points. -4, -8 is one point because that's x and then y. -2, -4 is another point. 0, 0 is the third point, and so on. And I just need to start by graphing each one of these points, and then I'll add the line segments between them. So the first point is -4, -8. I go left 4 to -4, and then I go down to -8 right there. So that's, well, let's see if I can get it to, that's the graph of that point. -2, -4, going to be right about here. It's the graph of that point. I'm in Paint. I don't know if you can tell, it's not the ideal graphing situation. And then 0, 0, I start at the origin. I go right 0, up 0, but that doesn't actually take me anywhere, so I get this point. 2, 4, I'm going to go right 2 and up 4 to this point. And then 4, 8, right 4 and up to 8. So you can see that these do actually those do actually line up to form a line. They'd all be on the same line. But we're not going to do our line extending. We're just going to connect from one point to the next. So if I were to graph the line, I'd go from here to here. And then the next one, I'd go from here to here. And then the next one, I go from here to here. And then the next one, I go from here to here. Now, really it could be zigzaggy as long as it goes from one point to the next with a line segment, and it'll still be considered a line graph. Okay, I hope you better understand what a line graph is and how to make one from this video. Bye.